All right, so trying something new today. Never done a video from my desk here at our office, but given the calls that we're getting and the questions we've been having today, it's definitely unprecedented times, so I thought it would be a good idea to get some information out there. First of all, it is business going on, but it is not business as usual. As you know, Clark County almost implemented a 7 p.m. curfew last night. They decided to go to a recommended 9 p.m. curfew with no gatherings of more than 10 people and basically keeping social distances and limitations on places that serve alcohol and food. So as a real estate company, we're taking precautions in our office. We are a small company by design, so we don't really have large groups in our office. We have good distance between each other when we are in the office, and we're able to work remotely quite easily. So several of our real estate agents are working from home, but we are allowing the ability for them to come in if they need to. We're having our office cleaned daily in the common areas. We're taking away any common cups or anything. And there's obviously a lot of Purell and a very awareness to wash your hands and things like that. So, but that's probably commonplace for a lot of offices here in the area. One thing that I do want people to know is real estate is still transacting. These are definitely scary times and there's a lot of fear. We do want to make sure that everybody takes this seriously, but there's also a reality that we do have to function. So, for instance, I had a property inspection yesterday that the house was vacant. I probably stayed within 10 feet away from the inspector and the buyer, but we needed to get the inspection done because we were still under guidelines. Now, there's a lot of economic impact and some fear going on, but for the most part, we are being able to continue some business. A lot of our business can be done remotely. We have fantastic photography of properties. We also have situations where you can view a 3D showing of a home, but in some cases, we are still allowing buyers and sellers to have their property shown, obviously with precautions. Please keep in mind that in a real estate showing that's really involving one, maybe two or three people, it doesn't involve a large group. And with precautions taken of the seller and the buyer, we're trying to manage that best we can. One thing that has been going around lately is there's been a little talk of the courthouse and how that's going to impact any real estate transactions. We spent a good time today looking into it, talking to closing attorneys. We were able to verify that it appears the courthouse is going to be open, especially the clerk of courts, to where deeds can be filed. I'm unaware if they're going to be operating on a skeleton staff and how they're going to manage that, but it does appear there's going to be efforts to reduce interaction but still be able to get transactions done. It is reasonable to expect a delay. If you have a closing set, there might be something that could delay that. We could see that the title search took a longer time, the appraisal. But we are still seeing loans being funded. We are still trying to transact these transactions between the buyers and sellers. Now, a closing table might look different. It might just involve the buyer coming by at their time, the seller coming at their time. Bring your own pen, and the lender and the realtor may not be at the table. We are going to obviously see a reduction in larger groups, close meetings. So the one thing to remember is people are still looking. In some cases, we have seen stories where teachers, not being in school, are using the opportunity. Now, please don't take this to mean that they are going around town and being reckless and not obeying to the guidelines. I think everybody in our community is taking this seriously, and we understand that the way things are today can change rapidly. But we are going to try to be problem solvers and to work with the guidelines best we can to facilitate anything. So if you have some questions about what's going on, how this is impacting real estate or value, please feel free to reach out to anybody here at 5 Market Realty. You can contact me, Scott Talley. You can contact one of our agents. And our point here is these are trying times. It's very unique. We've never been through it. We need to take it seriously. But there are avenues in our business that we can still work to get things done. Please take the precautions that have been advised. And if in any way you can find a way to support a local vendor that is under strain, for instance, a restaurant that's having to go to takeout, we recommend that you do so here in the community. Our town thrives on small businesses. What makes Athens fantastic is our great small businesses, especially our restaurants and other venues. So if there's any way that you can find a way, if it's buying a gift card online, if it's ordering takeout, please support your local business owners. We need to be here for our businesses as much as we can. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about anything in real estate, you can still contact us here at 5mrealty.com.